welcome. My name is Carla Castelo, and thank you for coming into the April session for Indivisible. Case here is the creator and the administrator manager of the program, and so we're gonna go ahead and walk you through the program and then answer any questions that you have. Specifically, we'll be also doing a demo for the application, which should be relatively simple, but we're hoping to answer any questions that we wouldn't be able to answer through the form in this way. So I'll turn it over to Case, and we will be right here in case you haven't need any questions. Okay, Case, go ahead.
Hi, as Carla said, thanks for the intro, Carla. I'm Case Drury. I'm a TV producer and filmmaker based in Denver, and I worked with a different incarnation of the department that Carla is with now, because one of the things that I saw over and over working with immigrant and refugee populations and small businesses and artists in the city is that they kept getting pushed out. And one of the things that happened is that people who had relied on foot traffic for years for their businesses, word of mouth, the population that used to live right by their businesses changed. And the people who came in were looking exclusively on Yelp, on Google Maps, looking for things on Instagram, on Facebook, and they didn't interact with the city in the same way. So a lot of businesses that didn't have an online presence suddenly became invisible to a new population that just didn't think to look for them, didn't know that they existed. So because of this digital divide, we wanted to help try to address it and help small businesses prosper and be able to reach their target audience and new clients and customers. So we came up with this program, Indivisible. It's 8 weeks. It's a combination of online coursework that you do on your own time and 1 hour group meetings that we have to talk over the coursework and to deepen it. So you'll be meeting with creative professionals like me. You'll be meeting with people who work in social media as their full-time marketing jobs, to make social media a thing that can work for you and your business. So what kind of businesses do we have here so far today? Let's see. The gentleman in the back corner in the green shirt. What kind of business do you have?
Real estate.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Real estate.
Real estate. Okay, cool. So everything is online now, right? People wanna do completely virtual tours, and getting attention. In this market, it seems like real estate's a great business to be in, but being able to reach out to people and rise above the clutter of the online world can be really helpful. So, all right. So the other portion of this program that I failed to mention is that at the end of 8 weeks, we have a competitive process. So we'll take about 30 people in the full 8-week session with 1 hour meetings every week and homework to do. By the end of that 8 weeks, you should have functioning, workable social media and a plan to keep up with it, which is usually the part where everyone seems to have trouble. So we'll take you through the methods and help you figure out how to make social media just part of your normal work and hopefully make it less mystifying. At the end of the 8 weeks, we'll take people from a competitive process and take 5 people for more intensive work. Hi, come on in. And a stronger hand will work with you more directly, planning an ad campaign, and offer a free professional photography session and a free professional videography session. So you'll come out of that extra portion with some pretty significant professional collateral to be able to use on your channel, hopefully for a year or more. All right, so that's the basic overview of the program. Hi, welcome, thanks for coming. So are there any questions before we get started there? Nothing so far, okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you to the general landing page for our program. And I'm going to take people through. So this general landing page for a program, there's a link on the flyers. And if you go to the Denver DEDO homepage, we're listed there as well. So if you want to read everything that I just said again, but more slowly, this overview talks pretty much the same way about, what the course is and how it'll work. Again, it's most of the work is work you do on your own time when works for your schedule. 1-hour meetings every week for 8 weeks that will be together. And those are offered at 2 different times, either Thursday from 6 to 7 or Friday from 9 to 10 every week. It's the same both, so that hopefully we can cover people's schedules a little more. All right, so that's the basic overview. Eligibility. It's 100% free. The program is all free, all of it, every bit of it. You don't have to pay any money at all. So the only criteria that we have is you have to be a small, locally owned business that operates within the city and county of Denver. Now, because of the department that is funding this program, NEST, the city is trying to target priority neighborhoods. So that's East Colfax, Larry Swansea, Globeville, Montbello, Northeast Park Hill, Sun Valley, Valverde Villa Park, West Colfax, or Westwood. Now, if your business is not located in one of these specific neighborhoods, you could still make a great case for us about why your business serves people from the neighborhood. Maybe you are based in another neighborhood, but you have clients from that neighborhood. Maybe you go in that neighborhood sometimes. Even if you are not based in one of those neighborhoods, even if it's sort of a stretch to tell us why it serves one of those neighborhoods, you should still apply. We ended up having about half and half last year of people based in those neighborhoods and not. So, however, that is a little bonus for you in the application process. If you are either in one of those neighborhoods or can explain to us why you serve one of those neighborhoods. All right. So let's move on to the application. Okay, applications are open now. It's a very low bar application, honestly. It's not too complex. We didn't want it to be too complex, with the idea being that, you're gonna be doing the work in the program. So let's not make a huge amount of work to apply for it. So from this page, you go to application, click on the online portal, and it looks like this. Okay. I already have a sign up. You'll need to sign up for an account, which is, again, a pretty simple thing. If you use an email, you set up a password, you confirm it. That's all you'll have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and log in so you can see. Oh, zooming in. Okay. How does this look? Carla, is that legible?
We can see it. It looks good.
Okay, great. All right, thank you. So when you get to the homepage of the application, this is the thing you're applying for. Indivisible digital marketing for small business. You'll need to create a profile to get started. And it's very, very simple. You'll fill out a contact person, put in your email address again, and give us a phone number. Now, if you're applying on behalf of a business that you work for, you will need to give us the business owner's contact information as well, but you can do that later in the application. So now I have a profile. It says complete. If you miss something, it won't let you move on. So then we're going to get started. So now this part is telling you basically that as you go through the application, until you get application under review, your application is not finished. So if you don't get to that stage by the end of this, then there's something wrong. And you can always reach out to me by email and or Carla by email, and we can help you work through this stuff. But hopefully you'll see as we go through this. All right, so we're going to click the plus sign and get started. 25 days remaining to submit this. You'll see that you won't need 25 days to do this. Here it says action required. So this is the space where you're going to look at the end of all this to make sure that you finished and that your application is fully submitted. All right, so I'm going to open it. This is the same info from the page that on the website, that the criteria is you need to be small, you need to be locally owned, you need to operate in Denver. You do need to know that you have enough time for this. We're going to start in September and mid-September, and it's an 8-week program, and it's going to take you a little bit of time, 2 to 4 hours a week, probably for that time period. So it's not a lot, but it is, it's something you'll need to commit to. If you start falling behind, there'll be a little bit of catch up built into the program, but it's a lot of information. So the more you can commit, the more you'll get out of the program. All right, so you fill out your business name. You fill out your business address. You say what neighborhood you're located in. Are you located in any of these neighborhoods? If you are in one of these neighborhoods, great, just click it. If you're not, here is a place where you can say, although my business is located in Capitol Hill, I serve the nearby neighborhoods of North Park Hill, maybe. So this is a place for you to make your case if you're not in one of the target neighborhoods. I know a lot of people have, pardon me for the dogs in the background. I know a lot of people have been relocated out of neighborhoods because they're raising rent, rents being raised, but have kept their clientele from old neighborhoods. So, if you have a business that goes into different neighborhoods, you can select more than one. You can make the case here. So don't fail to do that if you're not located in one of these neighborhoods. Let us know why you fit in one of those categories. So here's where you put the business owner's information. If it's your name, your phone number, your email address, put that back in. Then when was your business established? If you don't have an exact year, that's okay, but give us your best estimate.
So I got a question about that.
Sure.
So let's say the business was established in a particular year, and then a rebranding took place. And so do you claim the original date or the new date?
Well,
How do you do that?
I would say if you are doing the same work and it's the same people, I would say go ahead and start from your original date. Okay. Businesses rebrand all the time. It's part of what businesses do. Yeah. So I would say go ahead and put the original one. And, now if you reincorporated, I would just say put the original one,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, if you've been doing the work and you're still doing the same work, it's the same to me. All right. So business revenue, business size, business industry type, these are all required. So you have to put them all in. So I'm going to say that I do small manufacturing for this because of why not? And again, if you don't fit in any one of these categories, feel free to put other and tell us what you do. I know not everything fits exactly right. So just do the best category here. All right, now describe your business in 3 sentences or less. Really, please, 3 sentences or less. These next few questions, describe your business in 3 sentences or less. Why do you want to take this program and learn more about social media? Those are your application to us. That's like the real nitty gritty of it. Tell us what you do. Okay. Tell us why you want to take this program. That's what we're looking for. What this program can do for you, there's sort of a range of skill levels we can work with. If you don't have any social media at all, we can get you started on social media. We can get you going. We can help you get over that technical hurdle and figure out how to actually, press the buttons and do the work. If you have social media, but you're not really doing it, you just kind of have it, you're not keeping up with it, you don't know what to do with it, you don't know why you need to, that's a really great sweet spot for us too, because we can help you figure out how to do it in a way that you can keep up with, how to come up with ideas to keep it going, and what the point is, what you're trying to do with it. So now, if you already have a really robust social media, this might be too basic of a program for you. So that's the thing to keep in mind. But when you're filling out this application, this part, tell us about your business, tell us what's great about it. 3 sentences. That's what we're looking for. And then tell us why you want to learn more about social media. Let's see, ma'am, in the front row, give us why are you interested in this program so far?
Me?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Oh, so there's some questions. So Jekyll's been in place for, we'll be coming up almost on 10 years, but we're scaling in these spaces, right? And so we have these social media accounts, but as we're moving into more of an e-commerce platform, we have not transitioned that historical, just, kind of posting what we might have done, a pop-up event or things of that nature. But being able to leverage the marketing aspect that social media provides has not always been something we've taken advantage of. This might provide us that opportunity.
That's a great answer. You should write exactly that. Yeah, that's wonderful. So that leads perfectly into the next section. That's, do you have any social media accounts? So if you click yes, then it'll ask you which ones you have. What we'll focus on most for this this course is the top 4: Facebook, Instagram, Yelp, and Google My Business. Now, Yelp and Google My Business are not traditional social media in the sense of like you're posting all the time, but they're important for that visibility question for businesses, because a lot of people use them solely to figure out where they're going to get their next meal, where they're going to buy something, where they're not, so those are our most important for. But if you're, really active on Twitter or really into TikTok, go ahead and click that link, and then provide a link for us so that we can check out where you're at and what we think we can help you do. So we put other on here. If there's another social media that's not on this list, I'll be honest, I'm not going to help you with it a lot, but I'd love to see it. Okay. All right. So then the question of, are you able to commit 2 to 4 hours weekly to this program for 8 weeks in September and October? Hopefully, yes. All right. So then our 1-hour weekly group sessions. Again, we present the same session, the same information twice in the week to help people with scheduling. We know you're all business owners, you're all super busy. So this is for us to gauge, how full each session is going to be and where, where people will generally slot. You don't have to pick just one for the whole session. If you miss a Thursday night, you can come Friday morning. But this is just to let us know kind of what the balance is going to be. And then this is to help us know what else would be useful to you. So other resources that would help your business. One of the great things about this program is getting you hooked into the city of Denver's very robust small business support ecosystem. This program is my baby and I love it. And Carla has been so great helping me with it, but she does a million other things is the thing, and is all connected to a variety of incredible resources. So letting us know what else you need help with is a great way to make sure that we can connect you to those resources. And who knows, maybe if you need bookkeeping services, maybe we got just the right person for you and can help you figure out how to get that done. It's just if there's something you're interested in, let us know, because the city has a lot of resources.
Certifications in that space.
I'm sorry?
What about certifications in order to do business with the city and county of Denver, even with RTD and the airport?
Yes. So go ahead, if that's a very specific question about are you talking about getting certified as like a woman-owned or minority-owned business?
Any one of those areas are open and available. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I would just go ahead and click other and then put that one specifically in because it's so specific. But that could maybe be under continuing education, but that one is so specific, just let us know. Because we can definitely connect you to the right department to help you through that process. All right. Okay, so preferred language, this program is offered in English and in Spanish. We'd love to have support for other languages. So, you know, if we had enough people, maybe we could get the city to operate in another language. But also it's just useful for us to know how business owners are accessing this, and to try to get a view of the makeup of people that are interested in this kind of program. So let's see what else we got here. How did you hear about this program? For our own marketing purposes, let us know. And then there's this optional demographic information. This information is 100% voluntary and does not affect your application at all. It's just to let us see what populations we're reaching, who's interested in this sort of thing. And that's pretty much it. So gender, race, ethnicity, multi-generational family business is sort of an interesting one that you don't normally see, but it is a thing that we have found in a lot of small businesses in Denver, that it's, you know, the whole family is working together. You know, grandparents pass the restaurant down to the kids, sort of a thing. And that's those sort of cornerstone businesses that have been around in so many neighborhoods are ones that the city is very interested in supporting and making sure they stick around. So other identities, if you have some other you know, minority identities that you'd care to share, we'd love to hear about it. Okay, so if you're doing this and you have to go away, go ahead and save a draft. I'm going to do that just to show you. Yay, we've saved the draft. Okay, so if I try to mark this complete, it won't let me because I didn't answer a bunch of the questions. But I'm going to go ahead and close it since I saved the draft and show you what it looks like. We're still here at action required, which shows that I have not finished this application. As long as you're at this stage, then you missed something. So when it changes to, I believe, purple, then it'll be ready to go. So once it's ready to go, then you'll be able to click the submit button. Let me just get there real quick so we can see. You guys have any questions so far?
That
Anybody?
question around the multi-generational business, that is referencing the historical relationship of the business, or can that also include the projected desire of the business?
I would say if you have someone in your family that is currently working with you, that's okay. But if it's just like, I hope that one day my putative children who don't yet exist will take my business, you know, then I would say
claim that, right?
Right. Yeah. But otherwise, you know, if you got somebody working with you, great. If you had someone that did work with you for a while but doesn't anymore, that's, that probably you could maybe fudge that one. Again, this optional demographic information is not what we're going to base the decisions on. So you don't need to fudge this part at all. Just be honest about it for us. We do want to support multi-generational family businesses. If you have a multi-generational family business, that'd be a great thing to put in your tell us about your business 3 sentences. But it's not, it's not a requirement. It's definitely not a requirement. So don't stress about that one. Let's see, did I get all of them? I think maybe I did. Okay, so it's not hopefully too onerous an application. Oh. If other, please specify. Oh, well, there seems, Carly, we seem to have a tiny problem with the application. So here in if other, please specify. We'll fix that on the back end. But if this pops up as a problem for you, just write, not applicable or no or whatever. Mark it as complete. Okay, so now you can see this says complete, and this button has gone from gray to green. I can now submit it. Once you do, this has been submitted. So it's submitted, you're ready to go. That's all you need to do. Really, that's all. You can go back and look at what you submitted. If you need to change anything, provide some more information, you can email us. And that would be fine. But really, that's all we're looking for. We want to get a picture of what social media you have, if any. If no, that's also 100% fine. We want to know what your business is about and why you want to do this. And that's really what we're interested in knowing. Okay. All right. Anyone have any other questions right now?
Please, can you share like, the businesses that you would be looking for to participate in the program?
Sure. Well, it's interesting. We've worked with a bunch of different kinds of businesses. So we worked with a bunch of restaurants. We worked with hair salons and traditional braiders and a car mechanic and a woodworker and who else have we been working with? A catering business. We worked with a company that does that works with long haul truckers to make sure their paperwork is up to date. We'll work with any small business that we think needs social media, and who doesn't need social media these days. So it's a really broad, the principles are applicable across the industries, basically. Now, if you're a B2B business, then we might tailor a little bit what we tell you as far as how you should focus your energies online. Like maybe you want to do more LinkedIn, maybe you want to do more specific industry specific sort of platforms. But really there's no, the principles remain the same as far as, good marketing plans and good marketing rhythms that you have to get into. And so, whether you are serving the public directly or you're, selling to businesses on the back end, I think this is a good program to get where you want your social media marketing to be.
Your small team, if there's more than one person that may support content building, for the social media aspect, is it okay to have more than one person, maybe two, from an organization be involved with the commitment of time and what's involved in it?
Absolutely. We've had some, husband and wife teams kind of a thing who have both attended. And you know how it is that the work can be shifted around on people's plates. And so that would be just fine if you wanted to have two people in to do the learning together. That's fine. In the back, sir, did you have a question?
Yeah, the program assists with establishing your own website, or is it just on the applications that you're talking about, the Facebook?
So we are going to work this year with the library to offer some structure in creating your own websites. It's not necessary for a lot of people. Something like real estate, you probably want your own website. There is some support in the sense of like, we can talk you through how to do it. A lot of the principles that you can learn through this program, as far as improving your photography, updating posts, things like that, can be helpful. SEO stuff for your website can be helpful in a website. The focus of the program is more social media, but we can hook you up with somebody to help you through. Now, we're not going to pay to build a website. I don't know if there's any legal stuff as far as
that. If you want help with other things like banking and some other items there, that part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be a great place to put it. So as I mentioned, we can help you, talk you through some of the different options. And there's a lot of options online that are fairly plug and play. It depends on what you want to do with your website. That's the big question. Are you trying to sell directly through your website? Are you trying to have a footprint that people can come and look and see that you're legit? That kind of a thing. But there is going to be some support for that. So, but yeah, go ahead and put in that that's what you're really interested in, and we'll see, see what we can do. All right. Anybody else? Questions?
How soon after submitting the application might we hear back?
Well, we won't close the application until the 28th of August. So we won't look at any applications until after then. So I do encourage you to do it early, just to do it early and get it over with. However, we won't, just to keep things fair, we're not going to review applications until they're all submitted. So the week after that is when we'll review applications. So we will hopefully be contacting you the first week of September.
This read, so, yeah, thank you.
The last question I do have for Kate.
Yeah.
The Indivisible, the weekly meeting, that's all virtual as well?
All virtual.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Hope to see your applications.